While it isn't terribly shocking to see people still playing 3DS games online in 2023, it would be shocking to see people playing Wii U games online in 2023. The system's over 10 years old, has been circumferenced by the Switch, and it sold less than 14 million units in its lifetime. Not to mention that most of the best games have either been ported or circumcised to the Switch. Still, I thought it would be fun to see if anyone's using their Wii U online in this day and age, especially with the eShop shutting down forever in March. So I grabbed my credit card, entered my information, and gave Nintendo my money Wait, you don't need a subscription to play Wii U games online? How could a system with such a futuristic feature fail so horribly? Anyways, did you know that roughly 60% of all Wii U owners bought Mario Kart 8? That's a crazy high number. I'm mentioning that because naturally, I'm starting this video with Call of Duty. There were two Call of Duty games on the system, Black Ops 2 and Ghost. Black Ops 2 was a launch game way back in 2012, while Ghost followed a year later. Black Ops 2 makes things very easy. As soon as you enter the online multiplayer portion, it tells you exactly how many people are active at that time. When I played, there were 37. Going into public match, I found that all 25 people in this category were in core, while nobody was in objective, hardcore, combat training, or party games. And in core's subsections, 24 out of 25 people were in team deathmatch, while one person was in free-for-all. Be that person. Stand out from the crowd. Don't follow the norms. Unless it means you don't get to play Call of Duty, then definitely follow the herd. After all, a lone deer has a worse chance at survival when the lions are near. So I entered Team Deathmatch and waited. After 40 seconds, the first player entered the lobby, then left. But after 50 seconds, I joined a match in progress. Aside from the Wii U disc tray being angry every 2 seconds, Call of Duty ran really well. And after that first match was done, we immediately went into another game. My teammates probably weren't happy about that though. I haven't played Call of Duty since the Obama administration, and my Kevin Durant ratio was horrible. Not to mention that I didn't know how to reload or swap weapons. I did do a little better in Game 2, and I choose to believe that my cheering really helped the squad. For Black Ops 2, it's not rocket surgery. Team Deathmatch is the only populated playlist, and even then you'll be lucky to see more than 40 people at a time. But all in all, it does work. I did attempt zombies just for the halibut, and there was literally one other person in the entire mode, so I just ended up playing with myself. You could almost say it was a ghost town. Wait, that joke would have been better for the next game. First off, Call of Duty Ghost requires you to download the mandatory update. Not surprising. But then you have to go to the eShop to download the free Freefall map. So for the millions of you planning on playing Ghost on Wii U in 2023, make sure you know to go to the eShop first. Now, despite being newer than Black Ops 2, Ghost had less players online at just 22. Nobody was in hardcore, so that left standard. And just like Black Ops 2, the only populated playlist was Team Deathmatch. This is likely a core group of people who have dedicated years of their lives to keeping the game alive. And I was about to mess that up by simply showing up. To my and probably everybody else's surprise, I didn't do horribly. It could even be argued I helped the team win. We then went right into another game, and we don't need to talk about how I did in that one. I blame any shoddy gameplay in this video on the Wii U gamepad. I ain't going with no pro controller like these other tryhards. The Wii U has one gimmick, and I'm gonna forever know I beat you using this damn thing. So for both Call of Duty games on Wii U, there's a very small but clearly very dedicated group of people still playing. The Wii U online servers will probably go offline sooner rather than later, so get in there while you still can, as it's the last way to play Call of Duty online on a Nintendo console. Would you believe that the Wii U servers for Injustice Gods Among Us are still active? Well, to be fair, a lot of older Wii U games still have their servers online for some reason. Still, having online multiplayer in games that are 10 years old on a console that never saw any success is crazy to me. As anyone could have guessed when I mentioned the word Injustice, no one's playing it online in 2023. I gave up on ranked 1v1 after 3 minutes, player match 1v1 after 3 minutes, and King of the Hill and Survivor after 1 minute. You might say it's a Ghost Rider town. Wait, Ghost Rider's Marvel. Okay, I checked, and there's apparently a DC villain called Gentleman Ghost. So you might say it's a Gentleman Ghost town. Anyways, this was not money well spent. I've never played a Mario and Sonic Olympic Games game before, and I never even knew it had online multiplayer. Apparently I'm not the only one, because I tried all 4 online game modes, Freestyle Ski Cross, Snowboard Cross, Short Track Speed Skating, and Winter Sports Champion Race, Waited the full 2 minutes in each of them before getting a timeout and never saw a single person. I got bored waiting for the game to not find anybody, so I looked up the Mario and Sonic franchise. It was successful on Wii and DS, but ultimately seemed to fizzle out on Wii U and 3DS. I also looked at the million sellers list for Wii U, and none of the games I've covered so far in this video are on them. But do you know what is on the best sellers list? Mario Kart 8. The #1 selling Wii U game of all time. It was my choice coming into this video for the most populated game, and probably yours as well. I can confirm that even with the deluxe edition on Switch and all those new courses from the DLC pass, people are still playing the Wii U version of Mario Kart 8 in 2023. I tried searching for a regional match first, which resulted in 2 minutes of me suffering an existential crisis while being the only person on this side of the planet. But when I switched to worldwide, I found a game within 10 seconds featuring mostly European players. I still had to wait for the race to finish before I could join, which took a few minutes, but technically Mario Kart 8 put me in a game almost immediately. I just couldn't, actually play the game. Finally, I was able to enter a race with 10 other people. And after that first game, we rolled right into another one. I don't even have to mention it, but obviously I won that second race thanks to a timely blue shell. I'm just that good at Mario Kart. I don't know if Mario Kart 8 has a way to see how many people are online like in Call of Duty, but if you're looking to partake in some races against players around the world on Wii U, you can still do it in 2023. Before filming this video, I made a bet with my ex-wife's new boyfriend Josh, that if anyone was playing Mario Tennis Ultra Smash online in 2023, I would shove a tennis racket all the way up my ass. Anyways, I probably should have realized that unlike Call of Duty where you need a bunch of players to find a good match, Mario Tennis just needs one other person to have fun. Well, I lost that bet after a minute and 20 seconds and now it hurts to sit down. On the bright side, I did win my first ever game of Ultra Smash in a quick 2-0. I don't know what was going on with all the Mega Mushrooms though. No one needs to do that many mushrooms, it is not healthy. I decided to go double or nothing with Josh. You don't want to know what that entailed. I found a match in singles for fun, but I bet that no one would be playing singles for serious. Well, I lost that bet in 7 seconds and now it hurts to breathe. My opponent was super cocky and showboated the entire match. It went down to the absolute wire, and had I actually known the controls going into it, I probably would have won. So I blame my idiocy on the loss, not my skill. To see if all of this was a fluke, I queued up again and for fun. The second time around, I waited 5 minutes and couldn't find anybody. I tried again and for serious, and once again I gave up after 5 minutes of no one courting me. Regardless, to probably everyone's surprise, yes, people are still playing Mario Tennis Ultra Smash in 2023. There just aren't more than like 2 or 3 of them. And if you're wondering about doubles, I don't have any friends, and while my feet were an option for a second controller, they were all lotioned up while filming, so it wasn't something I could swing. Mass Effect 3 for Wii U had a Nintendo Network symbol on the box, so I bought it without knowing what exactly that meant. Because this is the year 2012, I had to create an Origin account before I could do anything. Absolutely riveting stuff. When I eventually got to the multiplayer section, I went with everything set to default and began searching. After 6 minutes of trying to find someone in this empty galaxy and the screen going dark due to inactivity, the only effect this game had on me was boredom. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate doesn't have PvP online multiplayer, but it does have online co-op for up to 4 players. I'll be honest, I have no idea if I even did this whole matchmaking thing correctly. Since it was a new save, I just sort of talked to a cat that ended up in some port. A dude banged a gong and the game said it was seeking companions. No one showed up, so I'm guessing that means no one's playing right now. I did enter into the chat rooms and it said 11 people were online, but no one was talking. I'm sure someone in the comments will tell me how I did everything completely backwards, but from what I could tell, no one's playing Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate online. If you can prove me wrong, let everyone know in the comments. Or just tell me your favorite thing about feet. Both help boost the video. And the latter helps boost something else, if you know what I mean. Not only is the sequel to Splatoon on Nintendo Switch, but the sequel to the sequel is on Nintendo Switch. I had low expectations for finding a match, but wouldn't you know it, after just 90 seconds we had a full 8 players ready to go. I may not know how to play Splatoon, and I hated the motion controls, but naturally my team won and I placed second in my first ever game. I readied up with the same players, and even after 2 people dropped, we were in another match within 30 seconds. Another game we won, by the way, and another game I finished second in. I couldn't play any ranked battles because you need to be level 10, but I think the hypotenuse was confirmed. People are still playing the original Splatoon on Wii U in 2023. Okay, so Splatoon I get, but there's no way anyone's playing Smash Bros for Wii U, right? Well, it's a good thing I didn't bet an orifice because I found a game within 90 seconds. Sure, it was only 3 of us, but we still played. I think the Larry player was a little too good and for fun though. I guess they enjoy beating up on new players who get a Wii U and Smash Bros for Christmas or something. I readied up again in for fun, yet nobody else joined, so it was just a 1v1 against the lone remaining player from game 1. I switched over to for fun Team Smash, which saw me waiting for 3 minutes before giving up because nobody joined. It was the same story with For Glory Smash and For Glory Team Smash. No one wanted to beat me off this stage. As for 1v1, I was about to give up, but at the very last second somebody showed up, so if you're super patient, you can find a battle. Out of curiosity, I did check out Spectate mode. I instantly found 2 people battling, so it does appear as though people are playing Smash Bros on Wii U, there just aren't very many. And you may have to search all the different game modes to find somebody. It was at this point that I realized I wasn't recording, which means all of the footage you're seeing is from my re-attempts to find a match. Both times, I could only find one other person to play against. So while people are technically still playing Smash Bros. Wii U, the odds of you finding a full 4-player game are extremely low. Okay, so I didn't forget about Pokken Tournament. I just forgot to buy it. There's a difference. Probably. What I ultimately found out with this video is that the Wii U is holding onto the cliff with just a single finger. The system never saw much success when Nintendo was still making it, and in 2023 you'll barely find anyone playing games online because the Switch is such a success. Still, if you have a Wii U and you want to enjoy some free multiplayer, you'll mainly find it with Call of Duty, Mario Kart 8, and yes, even Splatoon. I only bought 10 games for this video after doing some research, so if there's any Wii U games I missed that still have active online communities, please let everyone know in the comments. Otherwise, let everyone know which toe is your favorite. Mine is the pinky.